Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot! What are you? It's hot!
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Oh, we changed.
On second down, Jackson. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Jackson's throw complete to Dotson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going right back to Dotson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pickett. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Pickett. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point try now for Vedvik. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Commanders 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner,
he's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Pickett. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down inside the 40. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 39, Pickett. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, here's Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Pickett now from near his own goal line. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll throw again with Pickett. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the draw, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second and 12, Pickett. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he'll find Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
17 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And 9 at the Cardinals 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. 2nd down and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to. Fortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Over the middle here to Brown. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Pickett. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Breece Hall. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Arizona, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.